Hello, my name is Creostix, and welcome back to Alan Wake. With our thunderstorm on top of us, and Barry waiting for us to go, we might as well go through the light. And here we see a distillery, I think.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
Right. Okay then, well. What do we have here? Let's just, oh, kick. Sure, let's do exactly that. And I don't see any coffee thermoses or pages or such, but...
Be careful, Al!
For what? What's the worst thing that could happen, you know? It's just, you know, the dark death of everything outside and inside to kill us. It's fine. It'll be just okay. We'll just have a nice cup of coffee, as we always do, and there you go.
Whoa! You okay, Al?
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
There we are. That was very heroic of us. For some reason, I felt like that something like that's gonna happen. You know, it's felt like it. It's weird. Okay, so, well, we have a coffee thermos now. One for every episode at least, or well, a number for every episode, really. I don't see an immediate spot for them to come out of, but you never know. I'm also wondering, will I get any more, I was wondering if there would be a radio. Let's listen in. Lithium battery, sure. And I already have 20 batteries, so I don't think picking that up will do anything, but listen in.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too. Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but... Definitely, Pat. Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat. Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
There we go. Some nice background lore again of what's going on and all that good stuff. Deerfest and all that. Although I got a feeling the Deerfest might get a little, might have a few challenges ahead of it because everyone's gonna be eaten by the darkness. But details. Dark Deerfest, let's say then. And there we are. And let's just we're supposed to still open the silo door. Yeah,
I
right.
see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
And you're basing this on... what exactly? You know, they had the goods because why? I'm sort of confused here. Oh well. But I'm sure they have all the goods, yes. Before I go further, I didn't miss like a thing. Nope. Okay. So Barry, you wanted to decide.
You've got to be kidding me.
Okay then. Oh. That's good. That's lovely, that. How many flashbangs do I have? Just 5, okay. I might need them. Only one guy. I mean, sure, a big guy, but still. I'm not complaining. I'm just worried there's gonna be more. They never let you they're not about to let me off that easy. I just know it. Ah, that's a harvester. Yeah, boyo. Oh. Something bad's gonna come out of there. You just know it. Well, let's up. There you go. Ready for a fight. Oh, jeez. Didn't mean to do that. Does it just change them if I just... yeah, I don't need to actually click the things. That's interesting. So this is closed. Do I just kick that door I was afraid of? Or... oh.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
I had to find a key to get Barry out.
Yeah, it's me. Hang on. I'll try to find a key to get the door open.
And the key is between hell and back, right? So... kick. Oh, okay, this just opens. That's fine too.
Hey, what's the holdup? Come on, this place is all dusty. You know I got my allergies.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. We'll just get eaten by the darkness and live happily ever after, which is just about 4
Come on,
seconds.
Al,
It's
open the door
fine.
already. Seriously, I don't like it in here.
Come on.
Hey, let's go, man.
Well, indeed, let's go. Through here then? Or are these doors not a...
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy.
oh dear. How do I work together? Ah, right.
Ah!
Why would they not just push
Hey,
one of them?
I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Right. I mean, I like the Viking style, that's cool, but
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
we already did it mid-sentence, man. Oh, can I take the chainsaw? I'd like it. Apparently no. Old gods know the truth. That's good of you. Nothing here. I'm always worried that there might be something I'm missing if I don't fully go check everything. So let's just try to keep our eyes open and see what we can see. Hello? Huh. Nothing around the house. That's kind of odd. Okay then. Well, let's without further. Yep, don't see anything in on the porch either.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
Right. Among other stuff.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Okay, but that doesn't have a cord, so whatever. Let's see here. We have some drums and all that stuff. So no one just, you know, this has just been here forever since they got, you know, put into the Hartman evil place. So, okay. It's kind of odd how Hartman has been able to you know, keep his essentially just whatchamacallit, sort of a business of kidnapping going on for such a long time. Since it kinda seems he doesn't really have...
This place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
I think they come every once in a while, maybe. That would explain it, I think.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Well, I mean, my assumption is, even if I don't...
Let's get the lights on, huh?
Barry, shush. My assumption is that during that week I've been writing this story in that cabin, more or less. Ah. Yay! We have fixed the fuse! And now we need to go find what's making the noise.
Music?
I hear music.
We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Right.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be, what's her face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right.
Right. Must be.
Makes sense. Let's listen in, and I don't know if it's copyrighted, so it's gonna be a little, you know, I probably can't let it just go and go, just to avoid all the kind of ads and such, because that's how YouTube works. So we gotta just talk over it, and now to see your love set free, you will need to find the cabin. Find the Lady of the Light gone mad with the night. That's how you reshape destiny. Thank God for subtitles, because otherwise we would be in a bit of a trouble here.
Okay. We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Because I actually know what the...
Al, lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry,
What?
This is...
No.
Yeah, what the hell?
Hold the phone here. Why? You're engraved...
I'm sorry about that. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? Even though you're a crazy
What?
bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, God damn it.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year.
These people are
And they'd be
idiots.
the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's
darkness
right, I
of-
couldn't, but I could, because I'm a writer.
What?
Also, they're drinking the lake water.
What in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose.
They put the lake water in
I'm
it.
gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
You drink...
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
morons.
I know.
I mean...
It's gonna be okay.
I mean, sure they have... Oh boy. Sure they haven't been super duper wise before, but... Okay, so we're in grave danger with the dark zombo killers just roaming around everywhere, inside and outside the buildings. Let's get drunk and pass out. And point of fact, they're drinking the Anderson moonshine, which is mostly just the lake water from the magic cauldron lake in which Alice is trapped in the darkness. That can't be healthy. Okay. Right. Wait, am I actually playing as my ghost? I did not. Or... Wait, why? Oh, I'm like a cat.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Alice?
Right, and I control the camera by just moving around and looking around. A sort of a floating first-person thing.
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness.
Right.
Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript.
Also, I remember a couple of quick
I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Right.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and
Alice.
so she had me.
Alice!
Right, Barbara Jagger, I think.
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
Oh dear. I am wondering a number
The
of
dark
things.
presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
Fits the bill, yeah.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do.
It's kind of hard to, you know, claim that
You can write her back. The
Alan
story
killed
will
her, but-
come true, and all will be well again.
as in Alan did not, you know.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
Ooh, she became a he became a Mass Effect Andromeda character.
No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
And that diving breathing is what we've been hearing in the
I'd woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast.
Had you eaten during that
It had
week?
to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Hi. But again, it's just like, why would you even, you know, do the drinking? Because like you're in danger. Why would you start drinking moonshine? It's like, why? That makes no goddamn
Previously
sense.
on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Episode 5, The Clicker.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up. Let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
Okay then. Here we are.
Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
If you say so.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
Oh no.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al. Al, this is not good.
Maybe you shouldn't
That
have
about
been
sums it up.
drinking. Why would you? In this much danger. Let's just pass out drinking. Idiots.
Oh,
Idiots.
I am never drinking again.
That is
I
bull
need
and
to
you
talk to
know
Weaver.
it.
She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
Right.
The crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read.
I'm sure.
Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know...
Okay then.
Oh my god!
Good for
Light.
us.
We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Let's read up on
Man,
manuscripts.
we're sitting ducks with the...
Wait.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel.
A quick point before I continue about the music in the game. Find the Lady of the Light song and all that good stuff. Okay, so this is a bit of a moment to explain. So there's this Finnish band called Poets of the Fall, who make this alternative rock, essentially, who are sort of buddy-buddy with Remedy Entertainment, the makers of this game and Max Payne and such. They started collaborating in Max Payne 2, making the end credit song and all that to that game, and in this game, they perform the 2 songs that are sort of made by the in-game band Old Gods of Asgard, the old geezers in there. Those 2 songs being the one that played in the difficult combat scenario at the, concert stage, and that Find the Lady of the Light song. Those 2. Thing is, I believe after the fact right now, they have since then they are, I think, Poets of the Fall, have more or less the rights to those songs as well, and I think they're also selling them as they should, but that would mean that they are obviously then also copyrighted songs in the end, even though they were made for the game. So that's why I couldn't just let that play and just, because that would have just been picked up by YouTube things, and that's how that would go. So there we go. And also, at least one of the Poets of the Fall songs is also in this game as just Poets of the Fall and that sort of stuff. I'll tell you when that moment comes. But so, now you know.
Lights out.
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on.
Let's just follow the sheriff into some light and be all happy and dandy and all that good stuff. Could you just take a car and kill some Taken? Also, there's a good light there to have as a checkpoint. Oh. Lovely. So yeah, why
What are your things? Wait, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light, and I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on. Let's
Cool
get
beans.
back to your friend.
Question. I wanted my things,
Wheeler,
not...
I need you to stay here.
What? No.
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in 2 places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know
Coffee.
what to do.
Coffee.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one.
Right.
Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
I wanted
My
my
hangover
things,
wants a
not a
pizza.
shitty,
think there's any way I could order one out?
basic flashlight, because the good flashlight is the thing that, helps things
Hello,
flare. Thanks, sure, I'll take it. Another one, yeah, good. Yeah, let's go. I just had to pick up a thing. Oh, another page, didn't I? Okay. Sure.
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
Interesting. Then why was he after Alan Wake if something like that hadn't already happened, being a character in something he had written? Because otherwise, what's the point? I don't remember what was the deal with Nightingale. I just don't.
Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Are you sure? Okay then, but hurry.
Right. I just got a checkpoint and I actually am all out of time, but I So I have to call it here, but I do hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, please do drop a like or a comment, or even subscribe or share if you want to. It would really, really help. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.